You're home.
I am home.
You're late.
I saved 56.5 lives today.
That is no excuse.
Do you know how hard it is to transplant an elephant's heart into a child's body?
I don't know what to believe anymore.
You don't trust me.
How could I trust you?
You don't trust anyone.
I do.
Who? Who is he? Tell me.
I trust the news.
Welcome to Second Edition News. After Alison Redford announced that she would be stepping down as Alberta's Premier, many Albertans had something to say about her leadership.
The Premier's resignation has come at a time when Alberta's economy is strong, and while the government has just passed a balanced budget. Redford became the province's first female Premier in October 2011 after winning the leadership of the Progressive Conservative Party. Wildrose leader Danielle Smith said the PCs are the problem. She believes that Redford set out to fix the party when she first became leader. Second Edition took to the streets of downtown Edmonton to ask Edmontonians' perspectives on Redford's leadership.
I think she should have done it. I think she, with all that spending that she did when she went to Africa and everything, that wasn't right. And I don't think she has the confidence of her caucus anymore, so I think it was the right thing for her to do. And I appreciate the fact that she was willing to do it.
I think she's made some serious judgment calls, I think, and that's what it is, yeah.
Redford said part of her decision to go was from the questioning of her loyalty, allegiance, and character.
Students can soon expect shorter ride times on the bus getting to and from school with the new transportation authority being put in place. Edmonton public and Catholic schools are creating a new joint bus system. The system is expected to save $2.5 million a year and allow for much quicker bus rides. Neither school board will be in charge of buses anymore. The Edmonton Student Transportation Authority will be taking care of busing and running separately from both boards.
It's a good idea. I don't think there's anything that would be negative from having the kids intermingle between the Catholic and public school students.
Edmonton Student Transportation Authority hopes to have this system in place by fall of 2015.
NAIT is one of 13 post-secondary institutions across Alberta that are turning off the lights this weekend to see who can conserve the most energy. The 1-hour No Power Campus Challenge is aimed at getting campuses across Alberta to participate in Earth Hour. NAIT has set up a committee to collect pledges that state your lights will be turned off from 8:30 to 9:30 this Saturday night. To encourage students, the committee has also thrown a prize into the mix.
Anyone who signs up for Earth Hour pledges that they're going to turn their lights off for an hour on Saturday is entered into a draw for a $100 NAIT Express card.
The pledge can be filled out at NAIT Food Services office or on the NAIT website until Earth Hour this Saturday.
The U of A welcomed elementary students and their families to learn some new theories and experiments at the 8th annual Science Fun Day. The day is run by the student group Science Fundamentals. The purpose of the event is to let kids view and participate in experiments to learn some of the exciting theories of science. The majority of volunteers are science and education students that are eager to teach kids the fundamentals of science.
As in school, they learn these concepts, and sometimes to see those just happen in real life, it gives them the opportunity to just, put that in their minds with a little bit more understanding.
Science Fun Day is a free event, and around 800 people came out to join in on the experiments last Saturday.
Oh my God!
On March 20th, the Nest showcased the finale of NAITSA's Next Top Model. NATE's annual top model competition sent home 8 hopeful competitors empty-handed, leaving Keegan Mabbitt with second place. 24-year-old Paige Mayer took home first place once all but 3 contestants were eliminated.
I kind of feel like a celebrity actually right now. My heart's pounding, everyone cheering. It was a great experience. Like I was saying, I've always been into fashion and beauty, so I'm kind of living my little girl dream right now.
Paige is in the marketing program at NATE and says she still plans to complete her diploma before pursuing her modeling career.
Days of Our Lives fans had the chance to meet their favorite soap stars up close and personal at the Days of Our Lives Better Living book signing. Fans screamed for joy as Lucas, Kate, and John took the stage for a meet and greet on Thursday. Hosted by chapters at West Edmonton Mall, hundreds of fans got the chance to squeeze in tight for a hug and even a couple selfies. Brian DeTillo, who plays Lucas Horton on the soap, was quite the crowd pleaser. Even taking the time to make a call to the mother of his #1 fan. Better Living features healthy living secrets from the cast members. Cheryl Bouchard had a lot to say after meeting the stars.
A dream come true. I came from Westlock just to meet them, so yeah.
Overcrowded buses at the NATE area are familiar for most of us. Students had high hopes that the opening of the new LRT line would bring change by spring.
However, it seems like we'll have to wait a little longer. Richard Lukács has more on the story.
This is something that NATE students will not see in the upcoming month, as the opening of the NATE LRT line is delayed by the end of the year.
Although construction on the Metro line, which is the city's LRT extension from Churchill Station up to NATE, was completed on time, it's taking longer than anticipated for our contractor to complete the signaling system.
NATE president Jonathan Bilbo is disappointed that the UPass prices are still increasing.
I've been pretty vocal in the media that I think it would be a great gesture on behalf of the city and Edmonton Transit Service to pick up the cost of the difference, seeing as the level of service that we're getting isn't going up, and that was kind of an expectation that our student members had.
Not only the contractors, the developers, NATE staff and the Student Association are worried about the delay, but the future passengers, NATE students, are pretty disappointed as well.
It's just very inconvenient for everybody who's trying to come to NATE, and they would expect the LRT because that would be their main source of transportation, right?
I was planning on using the LRT in April, and then I guess in September, and hopefully it'll be done by December, but then I'll be finished school, so it doesn't really matter anymore.
So it seems until December we have to stick with the overcrowded but otherwise very frequented bus system. The city of Edmonton regrets all the inconvenience, but they say safety is their top priority. For more details you can visit the LRT Project's information website. Richard Lukács, 2nd Edition News.
And now for a look at sports, here's Connor Hood.
So Connor, I heard you traveled to Calgary to cover the Ooks hockey game last weekend.
Yeah, that's right. The boys were in the provincial finals against their division rivals, the State Trojans. After beating Red Deer College in the semi-final, the NATE Ooks look to repeat as ACAC champions. The Ooks came into Saturday's game down 1-0 in the series after losing 7-5 at home. The first period was highlighted by this monster save by Braden Hopp, keeping the game scoreless. The physical play was also on display in the first period. State was the first on the scoreboard as Clayton Comiskey gets this beautiful Hail Mary pass, then slides the backhand 5-hole, 1-0 Trojans. The Ooks were quick to respond as Michael Peluso hammers the one-timer on the power play to tie the game at 1. Comiskey would add another one for State when he taps in the cross-crease pass to restore the Trojan lead. State started to take control of Game 2 later in the second. Ooks forward Killian Hutt gets decked behind the State net. He would be fine, but the hit led to an odd-man chance at the other end. Corey Tyrell would make no mistake on the 3-on-1, which put State up 3-1 after 2 periods of play. The 2 quick goals forced Ooks coach Serge Lajoie to call a timeout to settle his team down. The stop and play seemed to pay off. Sam Waterfield cut the lead in half with this seeing eye snapshot from the point early in the third. NATE would continue to put the pressure on, but that goal was all the offense they could muster. Despite being heavily favored entering the series, the Ooks couldn't get another one past Hopp. The Trojans would hold on to the lead and would win the best-of-3 series 2-0. This win is State's first ACAC provincial championship since they won 4 in a row from 2006 to 2009. The Edmonton Rush look to continue their record-breaking season as they welcome the Buffalo Bandits to Rexall Place. The Rush entered the game with their perfect season on the line. Being in first place brings out all sorts of fans, including this group. We're not sure who they're cheering for, but I'm pretty sure I know who Grandma's cheering for. On to the game now. Rush forward Robert Church opens the scoring with this wicked wrister, which beats Anthony Cosmo 5-hole. Later in the first, Aaron Wilson would find himself wide open in the slot. His shot beats Aaron Bolt to tie the game at 1. Skip ahead, Rush down by 1. Adrian Pretty Boy Sorichetti scores this beauty, his first career NLL goal, which ties the game up at 3. Edmonton now up 5-4. Curtis Knight gets the pass down low, moves in with a slick head fake, then finishes with his 11th of the year. The Rush look to add to their lead. Knight catches Cosmo out of position. He thinks he scored another one, but after reviewing the play, it shows that Cosmo made the save with the shaft of his stick, and the call ends up being reversed. However, the Rush were too much for the Bandits on this night. Zach Greer scores on this unbelievable individual effort, which put Edmonton up 11-4. The Rush would end up winning the game 14-5 and extend the record to 11-0.
We started something, we knew what we wanted to do at the end of the season, and we set goals each day, and one of those goals is, once we break that, we got to keep going, you know? Like, there's no records anymore. It's just keep rolling, and stick together as a team.
With the win, the Rush break the Edmonton sports record for most consecutive victories with 11. With the FIFA World Cup just around the corner, local soccer fans don't have to travel to Brazil to experience international soccer. The EDSA's Mini World Cup kicked off this past week. The Mini World Cup is an indoor soccer tournament which hosts 62 teams representing 31 countries. Players must have some heritage from the countries represented in the tournament, which include Ghana, the Ukraine, and the defending champion Mexican and Serbians.
Like every Mini World Cup, full house here, nice people, all tradition, all everything. They come here, they all enjoy. Everybody happy, somebody not.
Each team is guaranteed 3 games, with the top 2 in each group making the round of 16. Canada started their title quest with a head-to-head against Mexico. The tournament is set to run for 2 weeks, with the final taking place April 6th.
Disappointing end to this season for the Ooks, but the Rush are playing well.
Yeah, they played a great game. That goalie really stood on his head, though. Unbelievable.
This has been your look at Second Edition News and Sports.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
What? What's going on?
Don't you remember? She's my twin.
But which one am I supposed to love?
You should know.
But I don't know.
Well, did you know? Did you know that soap operas got their name because they were originally sponsored by soap manufacturers? Well, did you know that soap operas began on the radio in the 1920s and then transferred to television in the 1940s? Well, did you know that the longest running soap opera of all time was Guiding Light, which began on the radio in 1937 and the final episode aired on television in 2009? Well, did you know that Will Horton from Days of Our Lives was played by 8 actors over a period of 18 years? Did you know that The Young and the Restless is considered to be the highest rated soap opera of all time? This has been Did You Know? I have something to tell you.
What is it?
I'm pregnant.
I think we should take a break.
But the baby.
Exactly.
NR92 is here with that Southern hospitality.
Summer groove, I wanna see your booty move. Country girl, shake it for me, girl. Shake it for me, girl.
Listen how you want it, when you want it.
NR92, your music, your attitude.
Well, I'm a full-time student, so I don't have time to go out and find what I like.
I just gotta have a long-term relationship. I don't want to waste my time with airheads anymore.
I'm a no fuss, no muss kind of guy. I'm looking for that right pairing to come home to at the end of the day, and Big Rock gets that.
I was matched with Grasshopper because of the details, you know? It's not just because I like blondes. it goes deeper than that. The hints of apple, vanilla, and cinnamon, it's not just about appearances.
When Big Rock matched me with Scottish Heavy Ale, it was an instant connection. Its character is just so robust and full, I can hardly keep my lips off it.
They take the guesswork out of it all. I want something that complements me and my lifestyle. That's why I stayed with Big Rock's Traditional Ale.
Big Rock. Quality comes first. The rest comes naturally.
Welcome to Cooking with Ernest. I'm Daniil Anselmi, here with Chef Daniel Brasilero, and today we're going to turn back the clock and take a look at one of the chef's favorite classic recipes.
So today we're going to do a traditional Portuguese dish called gambas Maria, or gambas português, which is just shrimp in like a spicy garlic sauce.
Okay.
So first we're going to just smash the garlic and heat up our pan with some oil in it.
And you like to smash it before?
I like to smash it before. It makes it easier to cut.
Okay.
And so we'll chop it with the knife skills.
Proper cutting technique, love it, love it.
And try to get as fine or as thick as possible, if whatever you choose, basically.
Okay.
I prefer a little finer cut.
Right.
So we'll put the garlic into the pan, and we'll let that saute off, get a little golden brown. And before we add the prawns, we will tell you about taking out the vein out of the prawn here.
Okay.
And that's just for aesthetic reasons than anything else.
Right. So we have to clean it?
Clean it, exactly. Sometimes you can buy them pre-cleaned. First, you'll just cut it, and then pull out the vein.
Okay.
And it's pretty simple.
Now, did you catch these prawns yourself?
No, I didn't. So now we're gonna throw the prawns into the pan, get a nice color on them, add a little bit of salt to it, and some of this Portuguese piri chili, which is native to Portugal.
Okay, so that's what makes it the Portuguese shrimp?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Okay. That's what makes it Portuguese. We'll get a nice little color on one side, flip them.
Are you aiming for like a pink color?
We're gonna go for a little translucent color. We want it not overdone, so it's chewy. Okay. But we just want it just the right amount. So now we're gonna add the wine.
Now, can it be red wine, white wine?
Usually with fish and seafood products, we usually use white.
Okay.
So now that the wine has kind of cooked out, it's pretty much done. So you can see that it's that perfect color. So now we're just gonna plate it up.
So you only need to go in the wine for a couple seconds.
Yeah, it'll basically steam it a little and give it a nice little flavor. So here we'll just put it on a plate. We'll give it a nice little lemon wedge.
Wow, that's beautiful. Even something I could do. Thank you for watching Cooking with Ernest. I'm Daniil Anselmi, and with Chef Daniel Brasilero.
What is going on here?
What are you doing here in my office?
You're having an affair with him?
His name is Tim, and he's my intern.
I brought you brownies, and this is how you repay me?
Whoa, let's calm down now. Let's watch yourselves a nice viral video.
This week's viral video, we're taking a look at Ellen. Now, not just Ellen. Ellen and her soap opera.
You know, a lot of soap operas have recently been canceled, and that's a shame because people love them and they've been on daytime television for years. So I thought if I could find a sponsor, we could have a soap opera right here on the show.
In the video, Ellen teases several soap opera cliches like the dramatic look.
Is that lipstick on your collar?
Don't worry, it'll come out. Thanks to Tide.
Overdone product placements and the slap.
The judge of that. Give me your shirt.
Oh, and did I mention shirtless guys?
Were you kissing this man?
I definitely was not.
I'm Tim Evans, and this is this week's viral video.
I cannot believe he would do this to me after all of this time. Honey, let's watch the movie now. I'm leaving you.
I thought love could keep us together.
Love is the only thing that keeps us apart.
But I just can't quit you.
It's Gustavo, the Spanish neurosurgeon. I love him.
A quintessential 90s cast of Sally Field, Kevin Kline, and Robert Downey Jr. lead this glamorous comedy about a TV soap actress who's being run out of her long-standing leading role by her scheming producer and ex-Flame co-star.
Maggie, I came as soon as I heard. I was at the gym doing leg lifts when Father Corey told me about your experience at the soup kitchen. Are you all right?
Though there were some clever lines in the soap opera within a soap opera did a good job at making fun of the genre, the main plot and lead character were unbelievably dramatic.
The film provides a satirical look at the soap opera industry, but also allows the characters to be silly and gives weight to these ridiculous performances by placing it in a cartoon-esque environment.
I gave this movie 2.5 stars out of 5.
And I give it 4 stars out of 5.
I'm so glad we didn't make it into that film. I mean, I don't know, it's just, there's something lacking in it. When I first read the script, I thought that...
Shut up! What are you talking about? The movie had great characters. But, you know, I really don't know why they cast Robert Downey Jr. I'm a bigger hunk than he'll ever be.
I don't feel good. What's going on?
It must be the poison.
You poisoned me?
I did.
I see the lights. I see Tim's viral video. And your twin. I did know.
You know, you might be called second edition, but you're first with me.